So, you figured out your goals and your strategies. You kind of, and maybe you've worked with us and we've helped you figure that out. Sadie, I think we need to talk about not the fact that they know that they need a website. Like, you need one. Like, walk away from this whole season knowing, like, this is a known. It's not a question if you should have a website. Like, you need one. That's just a given. But now we want to pivot on, like, what is it that you need to bring the website to life? So there are things that make the website process go smoothly. And with Sandy and I want to help you with that.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you, this is going to help you and the person, no matter who you go to. These same elements are key to getting it done well.
And faster, and with better quality, and with better strategy, and with better cohesion. And listen, like, take notes. Actually, you can take notes all you want, but we have a free downloadable for y'all that's going to have this information and more. So leisurely listen and enjoy, and know that you can go download our downloadable that's going to give you your kind of preparedness kit, and all this stuff will be included. So you need a website. You know what your target audience is looking for in one, but like, you don't know where to start. You don't know how to begin. You don't know what you need. And listen, in the web designer world, the next step is what Sandy calls assembling your assets. Let's assemble your assets.
We need your assets.
We need your assets. So the first one is your brand, right?
Doesn't have to be fancy, but it needs to be a brand that you're going to carry through websites, social media, anywhere that you put yourself. You need that brand. And a brand is not just your logo and your colors. It is everything. It is the essence of your business, your everything, right? It's the way you speak. It is the way you interact with people. It is everything about it.
It is. And that's why, so those of you all listening, if you're kept tuning in and you haven't listened to all the seasons and episodes thus far, go back to season 2. It's all focused on author branding, and you will get a deep dive into Madeline Copperwaite's Big Mind of brilliant ideas. And you'll walk away realizing that a brand is so much bigger. But coming to the table when you're building your website with understanding your author brand, not your book brand, your author brand, it is going to create a crazy cohesion where your visuals align with the feelings and emotions and experiences you want your people to have. So articulating that is really pivotal. So it does, even though we say it's not your logo, your brand does include your logo.
Yes, it does. And it is necessary for the website. Yeah. And your font is necessary for the website. And that color palette is key to making it look beautiful.
It is. Don't stress. So we mentioned Mike Barger's website earlier. He's a really great example. His brand is bigger than him, but his logo and his brand name is him, Mike Barger. The logo is his name. But you will quickly realize that his brand is so much bigger and has so much depth. So I want you to kind of take that and let that sink in, and realize that you want your website to have the same feeling as the rest of your brand assets do, whether that is your marketing materials, your social sites, whatever. This should be the hub of it, and everything else stems from it.
Yes. And assets include your book stack. It includes, really need those book stacks.
And I would say your book can have its own identity, but it does pair nicely when it feels, and I'm going to take a page from Madeline's, one of the episodes I did with Madeline, when she said your brand colors should be sisters, not cousins, meaning you can have some variation, but they should have a similar kind of vibe. I think with your book, and you kind of, if you're building your brand after your book has come out, I think that there is a way that your author brand feels like a sister to your book and not distant cousins, where it can have a connection, but it doesn't have everything. And if you were to visit stephaniefeger.com, like Sandy, I feel like I found that with my Color Today Pretty book and my Stephanie Feger brand, my author brand, as an example.
Yeah, I agree. It needs to be related. I'm going to say it's very difficult to create a brand and have your book be completely different. It's possible, and I've done it a few times, but it is much more difficult.
So Sandy, we've learned in episode 1 is a woman that can wear many hats. And Sandy, not that I don't think you can create a brand if you need to, but we should not be going to a website developer and saying, I don't have anything, figure it out for me. Please no. You need to have given this thought, worked with a graphic designer or whatever, figure it out. This needs to be figured out because it sets the tone for how your website's going to speak to people. And here's another thing too. You might know kind of your visual look, but you don't really know the kind of tone you want your website to look. You could do some competitive analysis and evaluate what others in the space are doing and how is their brand speaking. That might give you ideas for how your brand could speak.